VJ scene?
Oh, in England? Yeah, more so, definitely. Just with technology, and it's been around for a few years now, so a lot more people are getting hold of it and seeing it in clubs. And when clubs are built now, they consider the visuals a lot more important than they used to do. So they'll incorporate into the design of the club, or there's starting to be people that are a bit more famous for VJing in England. So people will look up to them as people used to look up to DJs, or still do, and see their VJ that they like and try and copy or learn from them. So yeah, it's creating quite a big scene. Yeah, especially in London, I guess.
Are you part of that scene?
Yeah. Now and again.
People constantly come up looking up to you.
Yeah.
And do you have a relationship with people working on visuals?
Yeah. I mean, I personally run a night in London, which we have visuals as quite an important part. So I'll ask who people recommend that they think are good, and then I'll get them involved in the club night. So that creates quite a scene as well.
It's definitely a way to work. Yeah, I mean, people have been doing it for years in all different art forms, and it kind of if it's put into a different area, then I think it's really good. You know, if you're taking it and you're doing something different with it, new with it, like the people like us, where they're telling another story and building it into a different narrative, and in a way, I guess the Platform X is similar, because we're taking the footage and reinterpreting it and putting it into a different context. But it's all, well, the graphics that these guys have made, but the footage was all shot, from other directors, and yeah. I mean, and it happens like with collage and lots of different art forms. And then there's like huge kind of sample culture, hip hop music and everything, which is always grabbing little bits but always adding extra.
But the fun when we talk about appropriate footage is because it is on the edge of the legality.
Well, it depends, because if you're, there's different edges, because you can appropriate footage that's Hollywood movie or Simpsons or something, and it will already have people's interest because it's very popular culture. So in this, it's maybe easier to work with this and get an instant reaction, whereas like if you're sampling things that people haven't seen, even though it's not, and you're giving it a new life, then maybe this is, it's different areas of.
Yeah, in the area of the commercial.
Yeah, but I mean sometimes we're filming extra bits. I mean, and other artists are as well. I mean, like Light Surgeons, for example, they have some clips of appropriated footage and some clips where you filmed, and it's the interesting thing to kind of put them together, I think, in a different way, rather than just playing. If there's a piece of music in a film with people doing something and you just play it, you're not really adding to it. I think.
Yeah. Any problem with copyright that you
have? No. I mean, we kind of tend to try to use copyright-free material if we're doing something with it. But a lot of times, if we're working for a film channel or something, they're giving us the material anyway. Platform X, we cleared all the footage. We've got a DVD being released, which is all cleared right footage. It's like, they're movies from the 50s. So obviously you can sample anything you want, but I think if you want at the moment a bigger commercial life, like if we want to try and sell this or make it available for download or something, lawyer people might be interested if it wasn't copyright cleared. If we'd sampled Hollywood movies and we were trying to release it, then they probably would have an issue with it. I think at the moment with VJing or this kind of thing, if it's in a club, there's maybe not a huge interest, but there might be in a year or two if you have more artists and legal departments start thinking that there's money being made, they'll want a slice of the cake, maybe.
And another important question was that
These?
whistle?
Yeah, I mean, you'll see for yourself.
Handcrafted in a Venezuelan workshop. It's just been imported today.
We smuggled many over, got through the.
We weren't
got through the
searched
borders.
actually.
No. So it's produces a very train-like sound, which is.
Maybe you'd like to demonstrate.
I can do if you want me to.
Lucas,
There you go.
obviously